From the Mayborn School of Journalism at the University of North Texas, this is NTDaily News.
Hello and welcome to NTDaily News. I'm Blessing Wokocha.
And I'm Krista Lewis. The election is over. The voters have spoken, and now everyone is having to figure out what happens next. NTDaily's Kayla Kelly joins us with more. Kayla?
Krista. The city of Denton has a lot of changes ahead due to the yes votes on various propositions, but some of those changes are bringing some controversy.
The gas is piped out.
Fracking supporter Randy Sorrells is ready for a long legal fight.
It's not over. This is just the beginning of a long and legal issue now.
He supports 2 lawsuits filed against the city of Denton's newly approved fracking ban. City officials say they were not surprised by the lawsuits. They've set aside millions of dollars for companies ready to challenge the ban. But fracking supporter Bobby Jones says the ban will cause him to lose money.
I've got grandkids that want to go to college, and it would help them go to college. I've got a 82-year-old mother that lives right up there, and it's part of her retirement.
The fracking ban was not the only controversial issue approved. Liquor sales are now legal in Denton. Denton bars and restaurants no longer have to get special permits to sell alcohol. Businesses can start selling bottles of hard liquor in January. And fire stations will be receiving some improvements.
We take a station that was built in 1969 and completely modernize it. We want to be able to build a fire station that'll last for 50 years. This one's lasted for 45, and we want to build a 50-year fire station.
Fire Station 3 and 4 will be remodeled. Fire stations will get more personnel, equipment, and rescue vehicles.
Voters also approved more than $87 million for street improvements, drainage improvements, and public safety upgrades. Blessing, Krista?
Not everyone voted in the Tuesday election, but many have had an opinion about the propositions that passed in Denton. In today's Denton Voices.
On the street reconstruction, I am totally for that because I just lost the wheel because our streets are pretty bad.
It's interesting that we finally are considered a wet county. It's like for so long we're college town and it's been completely dry, and it's just like I'm glad we're kind of going up towards the time.
I feel like it's a smart thing to do. I mean, there's students that are 21 and up, and it's not fair to them that they have to drive way over to get their alcohol.
Me and all of my friends voted, and that was, it's a very small, local sort of politics, but it's still empowering, and we all voted for the fracking ban and for lots of the funding too.
Honestly, when I saw all of that, I was like, I didn't even know there was that much that got approved.
Many students agree with the decision to make Denton wet and to ban fracking.
Denton City Council's lack of action killed the $28 million proposed convention center. No one made a motion at this week's City Council meeting to approve more funding for the project. The city manager says there is no plan B for the center. The city estimates about $13 million would have been added to the city each year had it been completed.
Denton City Council members have approved a sign to include tenants' names. Stonehill Center businesses like Rose's Costumes can now be seen. The sign will be at the northeast corner of the intersection of I-35 Service Road and Westgate Drive. A new plan for the city of Denton is also in the works. City officials will hold 2 workshops and public hearings on the final draft of Denton's new master plan. Planning and Zoning Commission will hold the first workshop and public hearing during the Wednesday meeting. City Council officials will hold a workshop and public hearing on the new plan December 16th.
Students at Steele Accelerated High School are learning some business lessons of their own. They earn course credit and get hands-on experience working in the Shears of Steele salon through the cosmetology program. The salon recently opened to the public for the first time. Students take clients and learn how to work in every area of the salon industry. They can get their cosmetology license after graduation and find work in salons. That's good for those who may not want to go to college.
I'll be allowed to go straight from high school into my aesthetics program and then pay off my aesthetics program with the skills I learned here.
They do not pay for training because courses are taught through Northwest ISD, but they do pay for certifications and licensing exams. Program founder Alicia Flowers says they are learning more than how to style hair.
So the students are learning to market, to advertise, how to rebook, how to pre-book their appointments.
Shears of Steel is open Tuesday and Thursday afternoons. Money from the salon goes back into the program for supplies and new equipment.
Coming up next on NT Daily News, freshmen are learning to get fit, but it's not to avoid the freshman 15. We'll explain.
And UNT students are getting in the party mood for a good cause. More when we return.
The smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life. Take time to be a dad today.
Daddy, I'm gonna find you.
There's a shelter pet who wants to meet you. Meet one today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org. Adopt.
University of North Texas freshmen are getting fit this semester, but this type of fitness has no gym requirements.
Jonathan Russo started his freshman year at UNT with only $1,000 saved up. He needed financial stability. That's why he went to a student money management workshop called Freshman Financial Intelligence Training.
A bit more difficult to keep track of spending because when I had the weekly paycheck coming in, I could just spend stuff and not really worry about it. Now, when I'm spending stuff, there's really no supplemental income.
Freshman Fit is a brand new workshop that Money Management launched for the first time this year. The month-long program took place every Monday in October. Each week, freshmen were taught 4 different topics.
Friends, food, finances, and future. And through those 4 classes, we hope to just really give the freshman students not only encouragement, but education about their personal finances.
One problem money management officials say they've encountered with the Freshman Fit workshop is freshmen. There wasn't a huge turnout for the workshop.
Personal finance is not really a sexy topic, and so really it's convincing these freshmen who need these skills to come back week after week. And so I think that's one difficulty that we've had.
The low attendance did not stop Russo from attending. He went every week hungry for knowledge on how to get financially fit.
Money management officials are unsure whether Freshman Fit will be held again, but another program known as Financial Fit will be held in the spring semester.
And raising money is the focus for the UNT Tennis Club this month. The club will host its annual fundraiser tournament for Project Nepal. The event raises money for the education of orphans in Nepal. Team members raised $3,000 last year, but they hope to collect even more this year by reaching out to the Denton community.
We can definitely see how our work's being paid off and hope that we can get a better turnout this year, so yeah.
Some club members will participate in the tournament along with many Denton residents. The event will be held November 15th at the Warrant Tennis Center in Denton.
It wasn't a fundraiser, but a food raiser that had the UNT community stacking cans on top of cans. UNT held its annual construction event as part of Homecoming Week. NT Daily's Flaviano Graciano has the details.
It's Homecoming Week at UNT, and students and faculty are having a party with a purpose. The University Program Council and UNT's athletic department co-sponsored Construction.
Construction is just a great event to support our local food centers, gives back to the community. We're all about UNT and the Denton community.
Faculty and students enjoyed free drinks and live music. Students signed up to get free homecoming gear and tickets. Jugglers and even a man on stilts added to the homecoming circus theme.
The event is usually held during Greek week in the spring semester. This is the first time it's been held during homecoming week to encourage all students to participate.
One participant says she was surprised to learn that even large amounts of cans only feed a small amount of people. She says that even thousands and thousands of cans will only last the food bank about 3 days.
We were just heartbroken because all of the work that we put in doesn't even last them very long. So the more people get involved, the more people we get to feed.
Hunger and poverty have continued to grow at alarming rates in Denton County. The Denton County Food Center reports that more than 90,000 people in the county do not have enough food to eat each day. UNT's Construction event helped, raising 22,000 pounds of food last year. Flaviano Graciano, NTDaily News.
A new club at UNT is tired of trash. That's why Meaning Green formed to raise more awareness about the harmful effects of litter.
Just do your small little part. If you're just cleaning litter for one day out of the month, volunteer, get out there and try and just make a difference.
Litter can accumulate in the storm drains and then can be carried to streams and lakes around Denton. That's where residents get drinking water. So the Reverse Litter campaign has partnered with Meaning Green to raise awareness about litter through the 10 on Tuesday pledge.
One thing that we found is when we ask people to just take the 10 on Tuesday pledge and look around, they become more aware of just how much trash is out there.
They pledge to pick up at least 10 pieces of trash each Tuesday. Denton residents can sign up online.
Volunteers have poured in this year at the Denton Community Health Clinic on Locust Street. The increase of volunteers has helped with faster service, so the waiting room is almost empty. The clinic's goal is to make all volunteers feel part of the team when helping to care for another person's life.
We want the volunteers to do what they want to do, something that's rewarding for them.
Volunteer jobs range from answering phones to becoming a medical assistant. Nurse volunteers are a vital support to the clinic. Many come simply to feel satisfied about their good deed.
What I get out of it is a feeling that I'm doing something to satisfy the underprivileged and to satisfy the Christian code.
The community clinic hopes to have more volunteers, and it wants to provide more support for its low-income patients.
And anyone volunteering outside this week can expect comfortable sunny skies. Students enjoyed the change in weather on campus. Some were peeling off layers of clothing as it warmed up, and others were taking advantage of this fall weather. Temperatures rose into the 70s, and the sun dried up any rain puddles that remained from earlier in the week.
Still ahead on NT Daily News, UNT soccer is still making moves this season. Sports is just ahead.
And the football game is just part of homecoming events. We'll show you how students are capturing the moment. We'll be right back.
Can you help me with this? My new dad teaches me all kinds of stuff.
Sure.
He helps me with homework.
That would be 3.6795.
Thanks.
Yep.
He helps me with my decision making.
I wouldn't use this one. Ever.
And he's even teaching me how to drive.
And that's why cars have bumpers.
I'm learning so much.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of kids in foster care will take you just as you are.
This week has been full of hopes, from homecoming royalty to Mean Green soccer kicking into the semifinals. NT Daily's Sheniece Chappell is here with sports. Sheniece?
Blessing. It's been a long 12 weeks, and Denton County has 7 high school football teams in the hunt for a state title. So here we go. In District 5 at 6A, Denton Guyer has wrapped up the district title. The Wildcats are placed in Division 2 bracket because of school attendance. The Ryan Raiders will need to win the Clash of the City against Guyer to keep its 15-year playoff appearance alive. In 5A, Denton High Broncos and Lake Dallas Falcons have already punched their tickets. In District 6, 4A, the Argyle Eagles can secure the district title with the win Friday. Sanger High will make an appearance in Division 1. In Class 4 and 3A, Ponder High and Crum High are in. We're not talking basketball, we're talking football. Both schools started their programs less than 5 years ago. The Mean Green basketball season is finally here. Ladies first, the women will host Southern Arkansas at 6 o'clock Thursday night at the Super Pit. Then, the men will take the court against the Stars of Oklahoma City on Monday. The game will start at 7 Monday night at the Super Pit. The UNT women's soccer team beat Marshall University 2-0 in the first round of the Conference USA tournament, but it wasn't easy. The duo of Molly Grisham and Carla Pineda teamed up again to score the 2 goals of the game. Both goals came from corner kicks from Pineda to Grisham. The team will be back in action against Louisiana Tech on Friday at 4:30. The last time the two teams met was back in September. The Mean Green won 1-0. If the team wins, the championship game will be aired Sunday on Fox Sports at 2 o'clock. Players on the Mean Green football team know they are playing for more than just a win this weekend.
Homecoming, it's a celebration of their careers as a student or as a student athlete at North Texas, and I really do want to make them proud when they come back this weekend.
The football team is looking to end its 4-game losing streak. Junior Andrew McNulty will be the starting quarterback against Florida Atlantic University. The Owls come into the game with a 3-6 record. Head coach Dan McCarney says the Owls are better than their record suggests. They have some explosive players on their team. The game will start at 6 o'clock and will be televised on Fox Sports. That's all for sports. Blessing, Krista?
Thanks, Sheniece. And homecoming is exactly what UNT students have been gearing up for this week.
Students participated in several spirit events this week on campus to celebrate homecoming week. They were asked to share their Mean Green photos throughout the week for an ongoing contest.
Students submitted photos of men on stilts walking through campus, and others even shared photos of themselves playing with a trained monkey.
Our NTDaily TV staff even joined in on the Mean Green picture fun.
Students and alumni can continue to send in their photos using hashtag UNT Homecoming now through November 8th. I thought I saw some familiar faces on there.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that. That's a good-looking group, though.
And that bald guy. That's all for this edition of NTDaily News.
Thanks for watching. See you next time.
This has been NT Daily News.